Yeah, what's up, you guys? This is the first time I played this beta, but I got new gameplay from today. But this is like from like session one of the first. Yeah, this is basically session one. So yeah, before they like canceled the beta for a short time. But hey, we're back with another manga review, and you're gonna see me do doo doo in this gameplay, but it's okay. You're here for the manga review, okay? Manga review. Alright, so we're going to kick it off. 30 seconds in, let's get it. So in chapter 215, it starts us off with Deku telling himself that he's not he wasn't afraid of this power, of this new power that is, and that he thinks this power is his friend. He's becoming one with One for All. And he starts to go back and have flashbacks of his training, his hard work that he's been through to get thus far. And UA as a hero, as a person who didn't have a quirk, to someone who has a quirk given to him from his favorite hero. And yeah, it shows him using his new quirk, Black Whip. I don't know the exact name, I think it's Black Whip, but we're just gonna stick with Black Whip for right now. I'll get my information correct next video. He uses this to grab onto some looks like the little the tubes, the little aqueducts. He gets one of the pieces of the metal and he uses it to defend Shinsu. So he's going his little flashbacks, and the teachers are a little scared right now because they remember last time his little outburst almost destroyed his teammates and the opponent, and they're thinking on stopping it again. But Toshinori, or All Might, he just holds him off. He tells him to hold off for right now because it looks like he's able to control it. And he's confused on what's going on because he does not know that Deku has, he was brought into he was just in a trance-like state, or a subconscious state, talking to one of the successors of One for All. So he doesn't know that at all. So it goes into him fighting Shinsu, and Shinsu, he's just running away. He's literally just running away. He feels like he can't handle Midoriya right now, as what he is. And then all of a sudden, the Black Whip it retreats back inside of Midoriya, and it seems like it's just like he just got the power, the new quirk, so he's not yet stable with it. He's not going to be able to just use it constantly over and over again. And it retreats back into him, and he just says that the quirk, since it's stronger now than before, it doesn't sit well in his body. And he says it's not like the 20% power that he usually outputs from his body to fight off his countless enemies that he has beaten. I don't know why I say countless, as if he's just been whooping people daily. But yeah, since Shinsu, he runs away, he retreats, he basically lets everybody know that they have to make Midoriya a priority. He's being a nuisance to everyone, and he's going to be a big problem later on. If they don't take Midoriya down, they are going to lose. So Yoraka, she's taking Minoma to the cage to take him in. But Minoma is trying to, get into her head to make her think that just because he can copy one quirk doesn't mean he can't copy another one and keep it for later, such as Todoroki. Like, what if he would have touched Todoroki and would have gotten the quirk? Actually, wait, what am I thinking? Did he touch Todoroki? What are they even fighting? Damn, my memory's messed up. But it's okay. He's just saying that what if he can switch to another quirk right now? What if his time limit runs out and he can get to another quirk? Will she be able to beat him? And to be honest, I think Yoraka could be able to beat Minoma because he has no skill on any of the quirks that he'll be able to acquire. He's not like the actual owners of the quirk. He'll be able to do a little something, but it'll be too slow. It wouldn't fit well with him. So yeah, she throws him in the cage. They acquire one opponent. So right now they are in the lead as of right now. So as she leaves, Minoma says the side character gets the last laugh. That means a little something, but not much. So Shinsu is running away from Midoriya. Midoriya is on his ass. He is catching up to him. And then Shinsu, he's surprised. He says, he's fast, I'll get caught. Of course he will. But then all of a sudden Midoriya, he gets hit by a twin impact. The little guy, he's running around with his little fake ass off-brand scouter. And he hit Midoriya in the face, and Midoriya got hit pretty bad. Twin impact, if you do not know, it deals double damage of what is initially put out. So he just slickety slip, slap, pap, beat it, pap, Midoriya right in the face, and he got Mineta. So Mineta looks like he's almost out cold.
Damn, learn how to play the fucking game.
And Midoriya, he's not out of it, but it did to him. It did a little something to him. It rocked him a little bit. So everyone's taking heavy fire right now, and all of a sudden, Red Riot, he says that it's not looking good for our team. We're getting pushed back, we're getting beaten, but one of the spectators says, Shinsu closed in on him. All right, they got this, and all of a sudden, a comeback?
Fuck out of here. I'm about to have Ichigo on my team.
And then Midoriya, his eyes, the look at this panel, I want to get this fixed up for you guys so you guys can see the panel. But this frame, Midoriya's face, he looks beaten, battered up, but he's not giving up yet. So Midoriya says, don't ever forget, it always begins in my heart. He's trying to remember himself, put it in his head and his mentality that no matter what, do not give up, stick to your heart, keep fighting, and you will be able to prevail. So Shinsu, he tries to use his manipulation that he's been training on so hard with Aizawa. He tries to get Midoriya. Midoriya grabs it, he evades the attack, and then it seems like everybody on Midoriya's team, Uraraka and everybody else, and Mineta, they're all fighting off against everybody else and knocking them out one by one by one. And it seems like everyone is getting beaten. And it looks like the guy who uses twin impact, he's confused. He's just scared right now. He's in a panic. And everybody's just disoriented because all of their teammates are getting knocked out by the Class 1A students. And in the last panel, it shows Midoriya saying to himself, "We'll definitely win this," and it has him on top of Shinsu with his forearm over his neck, and it looks like 1A wins this fight. This chapter was actually, I mean, it's a pretty good chapter. I give out of 1 out of 10. I give this chapter an 8. Because we got to see a little bit more on Black Whip, and plus 1A1, and I just cannot wait for All Might to talk to Deku about his new quirk, and for us to go deeper into this. Maybe All Might has had visions like these before, maybe, or we could see more of All Might's teacher,
one with no health,
of her telling him about it. But this is pretty good so far. So now let's go ahead and switch over to Black Clover, chapter 191. Alright, so it looks like everyone has went into the portal to go into the other realm of the elves. And everybody's freaking out, and they're just flying through. And then it seems like Asta and Mimosa are taken into another room. Oh no, not any, another room and separated from the group. And Asta and Mimosa are flying into Mimosa. She flies in on top of Asta. And it's just hilarious. You just have to check out this frame. And then Mimosa heals Asta, and then she uses one of her abilities to check out the area or what they're in. And it shows, it looks like different levels to this area. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 10 whole rooms, and everyone's separated. And Mimosa basically explains to Asta that they have to go through all of these rooms and regroup with everybody to get to Lich. the mastermind of everything right now, who's caused so much havoc. Countless people are dying, and and they have to stop everything before the elves are resurrected and the bodies of the royal knights are taken away. And so Asta and everybody is ready to fight. Asta's raring to go up and go to the rendezvous point. That everyone's basically eventually gonna get to in the group. So Asta gets to his next room and he sees basically there are canvases everywhere. And they are painted. And you already know who this is. And then it's just great because I miss this guy. His fight with Yuno was probably a really great fight in the tournament arc. That was probably the greatest fight in that tournament arc, other than Asta and Asta and the guy with the lightning and Magna defending Finral. Other than that, that was pretty good, and I can't wait to see that tournament arc to be animated. So Real and Asta are about to fight, and this I want to see how Asta's able to hold up against a reincarnated elf Real. Well, not reincarnated completely, but you know what I mean. Real. Other than how Yuno handled Real in their fight. And it seems like Yuno took down Real fairly easily, I think, in my own opinion. So Asta just says to himself, like, this fight is gonna be harder than it would be against anybody else, and he's gonna be a strongest opponent. Obviously, these are probably the strongest elves that are in this area right now. All the other elves are just gone out of here. Beat up trash ones like that. So, and it shows this frame, in this amazing frame. It shows basically all the paintings are coming to life and everything is merging together. You see eyeballs coming out of here and there. Mountain freakazoid men, snakes. It looks beautiful. It looks great. Pretty good art. And then after that, Real says we're going to paint a brand new world on the blank canvas left behind after we erase you humans. These elves are crazy and they are so fixed on destroying the human race. So, I mean, I would understand after what had happened to their people. And then it switches the frame to Noelle, and she asks why she's alone. And then one of the elf women responds to her, saying, if you're that lonely, then I'll keep you company, although I don't think you'll last very long with me. And then that ends it, and then we switch over to Vito, who is going to fight Captain Vermilion. And oof, this fight will be this fight's gonna be great. And he says to her, so my opponent is you, is it? For being human royalty, you sure got some interesting mana in you. She says to him, you got a real smart mouth and I'm gonna have to teach you some manners, brat. Then he retaliates right back at her, saying, young fool, we are not beasts to be disciplined by the likes of humans.
Ichigo. I don't know
And
how
this
I
is
did
just
about
great.
waking him.
And then it switches to Captain Fugulian, back over into another area to where he's gonna fight one of the royal knights. And he is basically, in Fugulian's words, the kingdom's ultimate shield, Sir Kaiser, or Kaiser. And basically, the elf who's controlling Kaiser is basically telling him, don't hold back because I'm not basically the friend that you know, the person you know. And then Fugulian basically tells him, final frame, final shot, yeah, besides, holding back at all would be disrespectful. And this is just great. These two chapters from these two different mangas, different anime, different series were pretty good to me. In this chapter, I would give it a 7.5 because we didn't get much action, but we just got how everything's gonna turn out.
Oh, yeah,
So
it's
that's the end of
8:30.
this manga review. Hope you guys liked it. This was probably a little bit smoother than the last one. I'm getting better with it. I feel like it. And don't trash me on the gameplay. I know I was trashing it, but new gameplay will be later tonight or tomorrow morning. Rampant J, subscribe, share, like the video. We out.